Baby, you don't know what you do to me, between me and you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Click the subscribe button right now and click the notification bell to make sure you get notified every time I post a new video. So today we are doing a different type of makeup video. Yes, girl, I wouldn't necessarily call it a makeup video. It's just a chit chat, get ready with me. And today we're going to be talking about the Tinder swindler, okay? The homie that's been scamming these women out of 100K, okay, and just living lavishly off their money. So we're gonna be talking about it. We're gonna be talking about what it's about if you haven't seen it, as well as my thoughts on this situation itself and a lesson that I can take from it, that y'all can take from it, and just really putting our feelings aside and just looking at reality for what it is. So yes, keep on watching and keep on liking and sharing and all that good stuff, and let's get into this video. On the hens, are we feeling the new background? Something very light, not too much cubicle that was played out. See, your girl got the wig caps up the side edges for the wig, okay? Because you know I have to show you how easy to apply your Black Envy 5x5 closure wig, especially if you just cut off the lace. How easy it just slips on, not much to do. So before we start getting into the topic for today, let's just get the wig settled, put together, and just handle our business first. So lately, I don't know, after launching the color palette collection, I just really wanted to just settle back into really dark hair. So I have my collection of dark hair, blue black, black, jet black, all the blacks you can think of, and I have them prepped for my daily wear because that's what I'm craving for. So this one has been my favorite. I have this in a frontal version but not in a closure, so I end up making me one in a closure version, and lately this is all I've been wearing for the past 2 weeks and I'm just in love. And that's it. Look at that. I washed it. See how it just sits on? A perfect fit. Look at this. Do y'all see this? I don't lie. And in the new collection, if you guys have not checked it out, they're all HD lace. And this is my transparent lace, so imagine what the HD lace will be looking like. And this type of HD lace is way more durable. It's just for the blend, it's for the melt, okay? But yes, y'all, this is what we got going on. I just love this wig. I wanted an everyday wig I can just plop on, plop off, not much product. And when I wear my closure wigs, as you guys can see, please don't judge my lips, y'all. When it's cold, it's brick outside, it's always the worst. But I like to do my side tabs, so like because my wig gets really flat, okay, I like a little behind the ear moment so it don't look crazy. And I use edge booster. My friend, one of my best friends, put me onto this edge control and I have not stopped using it since. The fact I don't have to mix it with like gel at all makes it even more amazing, and I'm just living, okay? I am living. So I washed this wig and I pressed it out. I did a really quick press out, but I did actually press it out. And the girls who know, and the girls who don't, okay? So I'm gonna use a few products for how we're gonna do the edges real quick. And I've been using these two products right here, the Bow Hold Lace Jelly and the Foam Wrapping Lotion. And I just mix the two in the back of my hand. Just like so. Just like that. And I have my edge brush and I just literally mix the two. Because who likes hard edges, okay? Comb that. Soupity soup soup. Now the hair is put away. Today we're going to be discussing the Tinder Twindler and the lessons we all can learn from. Okay, now let's give a quick summary of what the Twitter Twindler docuseries is about. Not docuseries, I hate saying docuseries because it's literally a whole movie. It's like 2 hours. And y'all, he literally gave a whole new definition of scammer. What a scammer is. Like, I'm trying to even put the words together. By the way, y'all, I'm using this mattifying primer that I so love. It's by LA Colors. This will keep my face matte, so don't worry about the castiness. Okay, it's only temporary, and I've been using this new makeup technique the last few days, and I've really liked it. I even post, if you guys follow me on my Instagram, about it, a quick little reel. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I'm always getting off topic. Just want to give a disclaimer, because I know right now I'm looking crazy. Homie was out here scamming, but you know what? Let's just go into what it's about first for the people who are just hearing about it now. Now, the Tinder Twindler is about this guy named Simon Leliv, some type of Israel last name. Is like Leiv. You'll see in the bottom of the screen. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I am so sorry, girl. And basically, he is the son of Lev. It's Simon Lev, the son of Lev, of this big known family in Israel that has a diamond business, okay? And they are like billionaires. And Simon is on Tinder matching with women and basically luring them with his lavish luxury lifestyle and swindles them into having them get credit cards in their names and giving him access to the credit cards as well as giving him money. So to go more into detail, this document is about 3 women who got swindled over $100,000. I said $100,000. $100,000. Okay, 100,000 euros. So converted into US money, it's a little bit more. That's crazy. I just can't even wrap my mind around what was said. And these are just the 3 out of the 6 that are known to be swindled out of huge amount of money. Okay, so basically he matches with these women. He invites them to whatever hotel he's in, depending on the city he's in. He doesn't stay in the city for long, and basically give them the experience of their dreams of what it would feel like to be with a guy with money, like huge amounts of money. And a lot of times they hit it off. A month in, basically manipulating with their emotions and stuff and gifting them expensive gifts, he goes into manipulating them that he's in a situation because of who he is in the business he does, which is selling diamonds. And he claims that he has a lot of enemies that are after him because of his business. And a month or so into the relationship with whoever he's dating at the moment, he claims that that he's attacked, so is his security guard. Now, I'm putting quotation marks because obviously he's a scammer. He's probably not really his security guard. Well, obviously he's part of the plan too, but that's what we're going to refer this man as, okay? So, of course, because they're in relationships and prior to this happening, he's really convincing them that he's in love with them, that he wants to marry them, he wants to have kids with them, and that they are the one. And what's even crazier is he sends these women out to look for apartments, claiming that he wants to move in with them and start their lives together. So they're banking on what he's saying and everything he's showing. And at the time when they could search his name, they would see that he's affiliated with a diamond business and all of that stuff. So, you know, they're not thinking twice about it. You know, if homie is gifting me and all of that, I'm gonna believe it too. You know what I'm saying? So because of the quote-unquote incident, he'll send them pictures of his security guard injured from behind, like the back of his head, and him in an ambulance, and then him with a bloody shirt, and saying that, you know, he needs money, and it has to be money that is not traced to him. He needs it immediately to get around, and that he was going to pay them back. So these women, it's even crazier just hearing it. These women would take out, like, he would encourage them, not encourage him, he would basically tell them straight out to, like, get an American Express card or get a credit card out and send him the information of the credit card so he's able to book flights and book hotels. Now, what is crazy to me is even with the first girl, she said that he spent like $20K in 3 days. I was like, what was the limit of this American Express? Obviously very high. And my thing is, for someone who claims that someone is after them, it's a weird way of showing it when, you know, she has access to the credit card and can see what you're spending the money on, and you're at these luxury places. Like, I thought somebody was after you, but I guess this was me, okay? And from hearing these women, all three of them thought like they were in love with him. So obviously he's a great manipulator. Like, he is not only scamming them financially, but emotionally as well, which is crazy, okay? And the last girl, I can't remember none of their names, but the last girl, I liked her a little bit more because she somewhat, you know, had her justice in a way where she handled it at the end, even though, you know, she already gave homie over $140,000. I was like, and not all three of them were his girlfriend. One of them were considered his friend. You see that? His friend. Whatever. And she basically was saving for this apartment, and because of the same story he told the other girl, she gave him the money she was saving, which was over $40K. I said, first off, I just met you. I don't care how cool we are and how much you taking me to these most lavish places. Baby, if you a son of a billionaire, go ask your daddy. What that got to do with me? But I guess he was a really smooth talker to them because they never questioned him on what he used the money for, what he needed the money for, you know? And every time they would ask for the money back, like, when will you give me the money back that I lend you? He would make up an excuse or send them fake receipts of wiring the money, a certain amount, but come to find out he ain't never wired any money. Basically stringing them along. And so he would just always move on to his next victim. But with the last girl, he couldn't because the story got exposed. And, you know, the girl helped out and helped get him arrested. Even though he wasn't arrested for scamming, just, you know, a fake passport. But he got arrested nonetheless, even though it was a very short amount of time. Now, y'all. I'm really trying to summarize 2 hours because I am baffled, flabbergasted on how these women send a man that is quote unquote a billionaire huge sums of money. And at first I was just like, well, you kind of asked for it, because you don't even know the guy like that. Like, you met him on Tinder. And I'm not saying like everybody on Tinder don't have good intent, but like, what really did you know of this guy to be doing stuff like that? You see what I'm saying? But the more I kept hearing how he lured these women, I realized like he knew what he was doing. Like, this is a professional. This is a professional scammer, okay? He knows what he's doing. And he's very confident. And the craziest thing, he always got the same results. Like, it just kept working. So, the more I thought about it, I was like, let me understand and grasp how this man is wanted in 5 countries, scammed over 100K per woman, but living life really fast like he wasn't going to get caught up. But I digress. Now, what I took from everything watching that, and if you want to know more in details of the story, you can actually watch it on Netflix. Disrespectful much? Okay. Yeah, you guys can watch that on Netflix and get like more of a detailed story, because I know I really summarized it and I didn't say everything. But, you know, all these women claimed that, you know, they loved him and this and that and the third. But to me, I wouldn't really call that love, because my thing is, if we're being honest, I think y'all, like, they loved what he was selling and they got caught up. And that's how I genuinely feel about it, because we're living in a world where 6-figure men are more hyped than they ever been. Like, they always been hyped, but now it's like a public known fact. That's what women are actually like going after more than anything. And there's nothing wrong for wanting financial stability and just looking for a guy that can provide that for you. There's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, from, you know, being in certain places, experiencing things and learning things, and me being married for like almost 5 years as well, a lot of these men, and I'm not saying it's impossible that they wouldn't be on Tinder. That's not what I'm saying. But if they were to be on Tinder, they're not looking for anything serious. And 8 times out of 10, they wouldn't need to be on Tinder to look for a woman, because they are very sought after. It's like they always been sought after, you know. Like, what does the world call them? High value men. And I don't think they need to go into beyond to get a woman's attention. So for me, even though they like Googled his name and a website popped up and stuff, like, for me, that's not enough. Just because you tell me to meet you at this lavish hotel is not enough. And for me, I'm gonna really question it if A month in, you're asking me money. My thing is, it's not even just the money. Why do you have enemies? Why do you have enemies out to get you? Like, that's telling me that however you're getting your money, if he was really getting his money, well, he was, but it's already telling me it's illegal money. You see what I'm saying? It's already telling me it's illegal. The money is not legit. And just knowing that the money is not legit, for you to have these type of enemies to be wanting you dead or attacking you by any means necessary, as he said in his story, baby, you ain't got no business being with a guy like that just for the money. So for me, it's like, yeah, you guys claim that you loved him and you grow this bond, I get it, but I feel like they grew a bond with what he could be and the lifestyle that they desire with the guy, if that makes sense. I know I'm looking kind of crazy, but it's cool. And the reason why I said it, because my thing is, when y'all swiped, y'all was looking at, oh, because to be honest, he's not an ugly looking guy, he's a good looking guy. So you first saw the face, which is fine, first impressions, and then you saw he was on a private jet, he was at these luxury, or you know, high-end places and taking pictures with designer items and all this and that. That made you swipe. So it's not even just what he was presenting, it's the life he was presenting as well. And it's okay if that's what you desire, but be aware of what you're getting yourself into and how this money is being made, if that's what's being presented to you. Now for me, I felt like one of the other factors for why they could send all that huge amount of money was as well as trying to keep that lifestyle. They wanted to experience it even more. It wasn't just his well-being, because I'm gonna be honest with you right now, a month into the relationship, 6 months in, ain't enough for me to be sending no man no 100K, and not once have he actually paid for any of my necessities. As well as, if he's claiming to be well off and he's doing all these things, then, and he's claiming that his father is a billionaire, he need to go ask his daddy, because it has nothing to do with me. I'm just say it just like that. It has nothing to do with me. Therefore, he is on his own. Okay? So, I just feel like what I took from it was that as much as we want to desire a certain life and a certain type of man, and, you know, experience certain things, that doesn't mean we have to be desperate about those certain things, because he literally knew what they here for. He knew that they fell in love with the lifestyle, especially that he tricked them into believing that he's really living it like it's real life by the first date. And he's sending them same videos of him in a private jet that was rented with another woman's money. Now, I don't know about you, but those Instagram pictures and all that is not enough. And I find it strange where he's always in business meetings and he's always doing this and that, but yet you partying every time, you're doing other things, and it just don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. So it's just like, I know that, you know, you guys are loving it, and he's telling you that he wants to move in with you, and he's sending you to go look at apartments, saying that his budget is $15,000 per month, but yet he ain't never with you. You ain't never witnessed these business meetings. Okay, he has never went into details why these quote unquote enemies are after him, and they're like violent attacks that he claimed to be, and just playing on their vulnerability. So at the end, they still are victims, but it's more so I feel like they're victims of themselves as well, because of the illusion of this lifestyle they think that is so amazing. Now, it has its perks, it has its advantages, but a lot of times make sure this person is legit. Okay, just you renting anyone can rent a Bentley, anyone can find a way into checking into a luxury hotel these days. Like, those things that used to be for the rich, which there's still a lot of like exclusivity, but they're more available to the public more than ever. So it's like, for a man to not be stable, he quote unquote ain't never home. He always doing some business. He ain't never home. You ain't never been to his home. You have never saw his father. Like, certain personal things, like, you should start questioning it, not waiting to get caught up. And it's the fact these women were pleading with him, letting him know, like, you know, like, I gave you my last and I'm in a really bad predicament. I need my money back. And he's like, well, I gave you the check, knowing it's fake. I gave you the check. And just did not care where he put them in financially. And it's just so crazy, because even in the beginning of the document, she talks about her dreams of being in love and how she would fall in love, and what inspired her of the way she was going to fall in love is through Disney. We need to start being realistic about love. We're mixing love and infatuation and fetishizing somebody all in one. Baby, that's not it. Let me tell you what love is. You're conscious. Okay, you're conscientious of what is going on. You are not blind. Okay, no one can snoop you, you feel me? And you see the person for who they are, and you're willing to accept those flaws that cannot be corrected, okay? You can love dumb, but loving dumb is you choosing to be ignorant because you know what it is. You're just going off the hopes of, I hope I can change him. Now that's a whole nother topic for another day. But my thing is, we know that finding someone, a lot of times it's not traditional. It's not the way we envisioned. It's not, a lot of times it's not our preferences or what we desire by the eye. It's way more than that. And I feel like as women, we need to let go of this illusion of, he's gonna sweep me off my feet, he's gonna buy me everything I want, and he's gonna be perfect just for me. And it's like, relationships, especially marriage, is selfless. And I hear a lot of me. It's a give and take, okay? It's an exchange for an exchange. And we have to be realistic. What do we want in a person? Like, we have to be honest. Where are our weak points? Like, what are we weak at? That's the strength you need to find to help you balance in life. Like, we have to start looking at these things way more realistic than just going in with how I feel, because a lot of times how you feel can make you make a bad decision in life if you're not using your brain to check those things that you feeling to make sure that they are valid. Cause I'll be damned if my daughter done gave some random man my information and he calling me all times of the night and day, threatening me because I am no longer sending money. And the worst part is, he is bold. He was asking this girl to pawn her car to give him the money. Who gonna pawn who to sell her house? Who are you? Where is your house? You're a billionaire. Where is your house to sell? Where are all the cars you were driving me around in? Where are they? Why are you not selling those? And yet you want me to do that for you. Hey, no. No. And as well as, we need to stop sharing our personal information. These women were like sending documentations of their passports, of their information, their birthday date. It was so crazy to me that like you really was like out here giving your personal information to the point, like a lot of them were like sharing their family information, their number, their home address. I was like, nah, son, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Not only you involved yourself in that, but you involved other people. We can't do that. I feel like you have to earn those type of information. Like my family, my mom's home number, like you gotta earn that privilege. You can't just be out here just having that information and I ain't got your billionaire daddy's number. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the people closest to you, since you're always running with a squad, to call you in those numbers and to verify if this is the case. So to me, I always feel like it's never too much if you're starting to date, if you're in the dating world, to do as much research about this person as possible, to know what they're about and not to be swindled. If your gut feeling is telling you this is not it, and you're giving more than receiving, it's not mutual, okay, it's not an even hand, let it go. It don't matter how fine he is, because I guarantee you, when he start doing the most, he ain't gonna be looking fine no more, sis. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He ain't gonna be cute no more. You're gonna be like, he a little ugly, because his character don't match his looks no more. The appeal is gone. It has faded. It has left the building, okay? Be very, very careful out here, because these scammers, it's up one, just like that other scammer who got caught in Dubai, just out here scamming people on Instagram. We have to stop chasing a lifestyle that is not going to just land in your lap. Now granted, some people, lucky for them, get that chance, but most of us are not there. We're not going to be there, and you have to be okay with that. Make the best out of it, because anything could be luxury. It doesn't have to be in the form of how it is being paraded on social media, because a lot of times the same people who are parading that lifestyle are miserable. So pick and choose where you want to stand, what kind of life you want to live, and not just fall for what is in the eye of the beholder, as the people would say. Okay, all right, let's make sure. Y'all, I've been finessing this palette in all these ways. I've been really like with the subtle all matte eyes, you know, I got small eyes, and just, you know, toning down the makeup very much now that I got older. But I'm really vibing with this. Yes, this is it. This is it. But yes, y'all, be careful out here. Don't be still paying debt that he put you in. His looks don't matter if he cannot provide, cannot prove himself, cannot hold his end of the bargain. And my thing, you know what else that's even crazier, y'all? It's not like he was asking like $500. Like, not even $100 or $50. Homie was asking for big sum amounts. And the girl would see that he's paying for private flights and, you know, business class, these things, and yet didn't do anything about it. Did not cancel the card, not one bit, because it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. And every time the card didn't go through, he called her. She really unlocked that thing, and bills are stacking up, thinking that she was gonna get the money. Never was sent. You gotta be careful on these streets, cause that debt, like, sis was taking out cash loans. She owns like 9 creditors. I was like, that is not the life for me, okay? I ain't got the business doing none of that for nobody, not even myself. Okay? The way life is set up. So let's finish the makeup, y'all, and I get to it. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat. Get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoy the glam. This has been my everyday ready to go glam. This is what I've been doing. I'm not gonna lie. At first it looks crazy when I do it, but it just always turns out so good, and it really just stays on all day. So if you guys want a more in-depth video, leave a comment, like the video, okay, and I'll go in details with all the products and all the good stuff, as well as I want to do more videos on this, because I do be watching a lot of stuff where it's just like So if you guys really feel this video, leave a comment as well, and I will be seeing you in my next video.